Hello and welcome to this USA Tour Part 3 talk, discussion, dissemination on what is happening with me in the United States of America. Now, of the videos that I've released regarding the USA, I've had many people coming in with offers of sleeping on robust couches to putting me up in hotel rooms all across the great states of your wonderful nation. And I have accepted some, and others, unfortunately, I've had to decline due to, well, proximity and flying time and that kind of thing. So, for those of you that are in the wonderful areas that I will be in, I would love to meet you, sit and chat and talk about systems and role-playing, or even, and better yet, actually play a game. When I was in Japan, I met up with lovely people. I thoroughly enjoyed the sessions that I ran with them, and we developed, I'm proud and happy to say, a fairly good relationship. I look over there at my computer, of course, you don't know that, but Facebook, we've all become friends and share and talk and chat about role-playing and as general life in general as well. So, having said that, these are now my final dates where I will be and where you may hopefully be able to make contact with me. Up until the 20th of October, so basically we're talking 18 and 19 of October, I will be in San Diego, where I will be running around visiting the USS Midway, just to go and do a video there on scale and, well, who wouldn't want to see a giant aircraft carrier? It would be lovely to have some of you come along with me on that trip, where we can unpack it and discover it and describe it and explore it to our heart's content. Otherwise, I will be in San Diego for those 2 days, where we can get together and role play at a venue or at a hotel, wherever it is that I happen to be sleeping. Park benches, I believe, are quite comfortable that time of year. So from the 20th until the 26th, and I've got my dates written down here, from the 20th to the 26th, I will be in Los Angeles, and in particular San Marino, which is where I will be based with one of my role players who is very kindly providing me with accommodation. Now, whilst I am there, I plan on running around the great city of Los Angeles, hopefully meeting some of you. There is a gaming store nearby, which I've reached out to, but I suspect email and game stores are anathema to one another. However, I will be near that. It's Empire Games in Pasadena, which hopefully I'll be able to set up a table and get to meet you all, or I have no aversion to popping around to your gaming dens and exploring your world as well. So from the 20th to the 26th, I will be in Los Angeles. I plan on making a trip out to the Vasquez National Park, I probably mispronounced that, where they shoot all of the Star Trek episodes, because as something of a Trekkie, I need to go and see a few of these sites whilst in the wonderful city of Los Angeles. So that's a day trip, and again, I would love to have companions to come along and explore that space. And what a wonderful idea to do some Star Trek role-playing in the actual space where they actually shot some Star Trek. Well, now there's an interesting idea. I'll go, of course, to the science museums and the natural history museums as well, the La Brea tar pits, just because of historical values and things, and I'll have plenty of time to meet and greet and chat and play and see what we can get going whilst in Los Angeles. Then from the 27th until the 29th or thereabouts, I will be in St. Paul, Minneapolis area, being hosted by several of my Patreons, for which I am eternally grateful. But I will be in that area and would love to make contact, meet up with you fellows, and possibly do a tour of the Sioux Indians. I think, oh dear, dangerous territory here. But I'd love to get to know a little bit more about the history of that space, and I believe the Sioux Indians were quite active there. I stand to be corrected. That is an area of role-playing that I think we can explore from all aspects, as a matter of fact, and that hasn't necessarily been explored too much. However, Minneapolis, St. Paul, definitely St. Paul's Cathedral or the Basilica in Minneapolis will be explored as well, because of the sheer beauty of the architecture, and plenty of role-playing too, I hope. Finally, from the 30th until the 1st of November, I will be in New York. And of course, in New York, I'd love to meet New Yorkers who can take me around. Statue of Liberty, perhaps. Although, apart from the interesting history of the Statue of Liberty, it is really just a giant statue. And Ghostbusters did just such a wonderful thing to it that unless it moves around, I can't really see the attraction. Now that I've insulted every New Yorker out there, and of course all of the French who built it in the first place, those are my travel dates, travel ideas and opportunities that are afforded whilst I am in the United States. And if you want to make contact, drop me messages below, send me a private message, find me on Facebook. Everyone seems to be able to do that now. And we can make plans and go from there. Until next time, I wish you and yours the happiest of gaming and playing, and I hope to see you in the USA.